Hi, it's Dee Dee here with 30 minutes of yoga. This round we'll do some standing, some seated, and some down on the mat poses, which are going to help limber, strengthen, and stretch the hips. You'll need your chair, sturdy, no arms. You'll need a yoga mat if you're on a hard floor surface like I am. You'll need some water that's off to the side, plenty of space around your designated space, a folded towel for some extra padding, and you won't need your shoes or your socks. Let's sit down. We're going to start here with some deep breathing. Sitting up tall with ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Let's bring our hands here. One hand just above the navel and one hand just below. Let your eyes close now. And then immediately move inward with your awareness. Since we now took away all the visual distraction, you're going to start to notice the breathing. Your hands are right there to help you notice. Feel that your feet are resting on the floor. Feel that your hips are resting on the chair. Notice that the crown of your head is very far away from your tailbone. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your arms are even and straight with your body. You don't have one elbow winging out or one elbow drooping down too far. What do you notice about the breathing? What do you notice about the movement where your hands are? Centering yourself and your awareness in this moment, being fully present. And then open your eyes, and we'll take our hands on our lap. Make sure your ankles are right under your knees. Inhale, exhale, slide your hands forward and hip hinge as far forward as you can, kind of like you're getting ready to bend down and tie your shoe. And then you'll sit back up. We're going to do that with a straight spine and a straight neck. One more time. Feel the hip creases deepen as you come way forward like this. And then inhale and draw your arms back, and on the exhale, press your hands together in front of you. Now we'll do this with our spine. We'll inhale and lift the front ribs a little bit higher, and then exhale and press the back ribs out a little bit behind us. Let's do that a few more times with your breath. Inhale here. Exhale here. Now keep your hands together and inhale, lift your spine. Stay lifted now. On the exhale, bend your elbows. Keep breathing now. We'll press from side to side, back and forth here. What do you feel in your forearms? What do you feel in your palms and your fingers, your thumbs? Can you feel some stretch? Can you feel some pressing? Because it's happening, oscillating back and forth. One hand is pressing, one hand is receiving the stretch. Last one. All right, let's bring the hands into the lap now. Palms down, palms up. Palms down, palms up. Now when your palms are up, your heels are up. Warming up into our lower extremities as well as our forearms and wrists. Stretching through the toes, contracting the calf muscles, stretching through the tops of the feet. One more of these, and then keep your heels down, and now we'll tap the fingers and the same side toes. Tap right, tap left, right, left. Now feel what's happening across the top of your hands, the tops of your feet, front of your ankles, and into the tops of your forearms and wrists as well. And then we stop. Walk your ankles and knees together. We're sitting up straight and tall as you inhale. Twist to the right for the exhale. Turn your chest. Inhale to the center. And exhale the other way. Now sometimes if we don't do a lot of rotating because of pain or stiffness or for whatever reason, then we lose the ability to rotate very far. And that's not good because every time you're driving, you probably will find it necessary to rotate, even if it's only to grab your seatbelt or maybe to look at where you're going if you're backing out of a parking spot, or you're looking at your passengers in the back if you're in the passenger seat, or if you're the driver looking in the back. Rotation is important. And when we walk, there's a certain amount of rotation that happens in our spine as well. All right, now let's stop there. Inhale and exhale, come forward. Rest your forearms on your thighs and we'll stay here. Keep searching out the longest, straightest spine that you can find. Now the hands go on the legs and we're pressing ourselves up. Now we're moving the feet further apart. They're a little wider than the shoulders now, the feet. Inhale. Exhale over to the right for a side bend, and we'll switch sides each time. So when we walk, when we're taking a step, that's a little bit of rotation in our spine. That's one of the reasons why if we have back pain, sometimes it's recommended by our doctor to go walking because it loosens things up. And remember, our back is connected to our hips, and our hips are the theme for this session. So if our back is in motion, chances are our hips are either stabilizing or they are also in motion. Let's do two more. All right, now we're coming to a standing position. So we take the feet in a little closer together. Take your time, standing up. Now we're using the seat of our chair. We're going to use the front part of the seat of our chair here. We're going to come down, bending the knees. Make sure you're in the front part of the seat of the chair. Bring your elbows down if you can. Relax your neck, and then we'll alternate straightening one knee and then the other knee. Keeping the heels down and making this all about the knees bending or straightening. Now we bring the legs to an even position. Try not to round your back excessively. If your back is rounding, you may want to come up a little higher, maybe onto your hands if you were down on your elbows. Now move some weight into your toes, just a little bit, and move some weight into your heels. Again, not too much, just a little subtle shift of your body weight. And then we're coming all the way up. So bend your knees a little bit, use your arms to help you. Come up slowly. We're going to take the chair all the way to the end of the mat, and then we're going to come down into what's called a supine position, face up on the mat. Use the chair to help you come down. Come down any way that works for you, and you'll take your time while you're doing it. Now we're going to come to just about the middle of our mat or designated space if you're not using a mat. And then we're coming all the way down. Separate your feet a little wider than your shoulders, and we'll take the arms out a little lower than shoulder height. Let's inhale, and then on the exhale, the knees go to the right and the head swivels around to the left. Let's go back and forth now. Take your time. Feel what's happening in your hip joints. Feel what's happening in your back. Like I said a few minutes ago, they're connected. They move a lot of times together in synchronicity. This is one of those times. All right, now we're coming back to the center. If you have a pillow underneath your head, maybe you used your folded towel under your head as a pillow, I want you to take that away for this next thing that we're going to do. Bring your feet in so they're kind of close to your hips and your feet are hip joint distance apart. Your arms are down at your sides with your palms facing inward. Inhale, exhale, lift up into this bridge pose. Inhale to come down, and then we'll exhale to come up again. I want you to lead with your tailbone tucking in first, and then drive up. So you're going to feel your glutes and your hamstrings, as well as your lower back, really working here. Drive your feet down, drive the outer edges of your hands down as you lift. Now, because we do have some additional weight on our shoulders and head and neck, I don't want you to look to the side while you're doing this. I want you to have your head in the center the whole time. Two more. Straight up to the center, pressing equally through both arms and both feet. And one more. All right, and then we'll come down. Now we walk the ankles and knees closer together, and we cross the right ankle over the left knee. Now we're going to push the knee away and let the knee come back toward us. Push away and back toward us. Two more times. And then we'll switch sides. Knees are side by side, so are the ankles. Left ankle on top, left hand pushing now. Exhale, push away. Inhale, come toward you. And then both ankles and knees side by side. Let's go back to right ankle on top. This time we're not going to push and pull. We're going to bring the arms down to the sides, drive the left foot into the floor, and then lift up into your bridge. Ooh, that's a lot more challenging than both feet on the floor. So with that in mind, if you need to go back to both feet on the floor, I want you to make sure that you do that. Four more. Try to keep your head in the center. Drive your arms down. That will help you with stability and lift. Two more. And then we're down. Switch sides. Okay, get yourself set up. And then when you're ready, lifting and lowering. Now because we're relying on just that one leg, this is an asymmetrical move, so you should have a little bit of a lack of stability because you've only got the one leg that's supporting you. And that's going to show up as a little bit of wobbliness, or you may wiggle a little bit, or your leg might shake. All of that is part of our training effect. Just bring as much stability with your arms and your core muscles as you can, your abdomen and your back. One more. And then we're down. Now, both feet on the floor or the mat. Separate your feet, bring your arms out once again, then we'll go side to side like we did earlier. Like windshield wipers. Back and forth, turning your head opposite. So we're working on improving our hips, the strength, the mobility, and the stability. One more time. Now we're going to bring the knees over to the right. Leave them over there. You can have your head in the center for this. And then think about which one is which now. You're going to pick up your right foot and see if you can rest it on top of your left knee. And that's going to allow both legs to get a little closer to the floor. Stay here. Feel free to do this without putting your ankle on top of your knee. Now don't let your foot fall to the floor. You're going to, with control, bring your foot down to the floor, separate your feet, go to the other side, get yourself set up there, and then, if you wish, put your left foot on top of your right knee. Both legs get closer to the floor. The intensity of the stretch and the twist grows higher. You're going to breathe into it. Now, place your foot back down without letting it drop and come back to center. Now let's do this. Keep your left knee bent, take your right knee in towards your chest and stay here. Shoulders are down, head is down, pelvis is down, and then if you can maintain all those, you can straighten your left leg along the floor. Then you can hold on even higher on your right leg if you want to. Stay here. So you can think of this as a reclining splits, right? Because you're trying to bring your right leg that way and your left leg is going that way. All right, and then we will fold our right ankle over our left knee and we'll pull everything in close, keeping the hips down. Feel that stretch in your right hip. Now we're going to take this leg configuration just as it is and bring it over to the left. So this is our left foot touching down, and then with care you're going to try to touch your right foot down also, but your right shoulder still down with your right arm out to the right. Here's your left hand now. It's going to guide your knees a little closer to the ground if possible. Now we have to have our head in the center for this. That's usually the most comfortable. And then I want you to release the weight of your legs into the floor. So this is several things. This is a spinal twist, this is a hip stretch, and this is a little bit of a leg and IT band stretch as well. We're doing all of these stretches on our back, but don't think that we're done working. We're not. We're going to get on our hands and knees and do some more work here in a second. Okay, now let's uncross the legs and come back to center. Recenter yourself. And then we'll start here. Left leg comes up. This is that reclining splits. So we're here, flexing the foot. Head down, shoulders down, pelvis down. That's really important. And then if it feels like the right thing, you can straighten your right leg. And then we fold the left ankle over the right knee. And we pull both legs in closer to the chest with the pelvis down, and we'll stay with this. Feel that stretch in your left hip. Now, keeping this leg shape, you're going to take your right foot down on the right, then your left foot down on the right. Your left arm goes out to the left to keep your shoulder anchored to the floor, and then your right hand will do the assist. All right, now we'll uncross the legs and we'll turn over so we can be onto our hands and knees. And for me, I like a little bit of extra padding, especially when I'm going to be here for a while, which we are. You need some space behind you, so make sure you have space behind you. And here's the position that we're going to be in. Now, if you'd rather be up on your fists, that's always your option. Take your right leg back. You're going to lift the right leg up in line with the right hip, and you're going to hold here without tilting your pelvis, without rotating your leg out, without collapsing your shoulders, without collapsing your low back. So I know that's a lot, but we're just going to hold. That way you only have to keep up with your alignment, not any movement, not right now. And feel what's happening in your hip. Your glutes are contracting, your hamstrings are contracting, probably your calf muscles too. And then come down, and let's regroup in our hands and knees position, and then the left leg stretches out behind us. It lifts up to the height of your hip, and the knee is straight. We're going to hold here. Push the ground away with your knee and your hands. And then we'll come down. Okay, remember I said no movement yet, right? So now we're gonna do some movement. Tuck your toes under. Push the ground away with your hands. Hover your knees above the mat, just hold here. And then come down, keep your toes tucked under, extend your right leg back. Now we're going to go in a circle, a small, tight, round circle with our right leg. I don't care if you're going clockwise or counterclockwise, it doesn't matter. Keep breathing. Now, whichever way you were going, reverse it. Make it small. Keep going in that same reversed direction. How's the hip feeling? Both hips should be getting tired, by the way. All right, and then we'll untuck the toes, bring the knee down, and rest in this child's pose position that's forward or not as far forward like this. All right, let's come back up to our hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, hover your knees, keep breathing. Bring your knees down, keep your toes tucked under, press your left leg back and do a circle. Now, if you're right-handed, this is going to be a less coordinated endeavor. If you're left-handed though, the first side was less coordinated, most likely. So I don't care if you're going clockwise or counterclockwise, just pick a direction and circle. And then circle the other way. Try to make it circular. And then come on down. And instead of coming into our child's pose resting position, we're going to step the hands a little bit further forward of the shoulder line. Pick up your right hand and reach it through to the left side. It doesn't matter if you have your back to me or if you're turning toward me. Stay here. Let your head rest lightly on the floor or the mat. Your arm is down. You're breathing. And then push with your supporting hand to bring yourself up. And we'll switch sides, switch arms, switch directions. Come up, and we're going to come all the way around to seated in the chair. So of course we have to rise to standing first. So I want you to take your time. Hold on to the chair if you need to get up. Come all the way around to seated. All right, sitting up straight and tall, feet apart, ankles right under the knees. Let's take the arms behind like we're putting our hands in our back pockets, and then squeeze the elbows back, lift your chest. And then release that. Let your arms come down to your sides. You're going to roll your shoulders up, around, back, and down. And one more time. And then relax. Okay, so how do you feel? You feel like you've worked your hips and subsequently also your hamstrings and your back, since they're adjacent to your hips. I hope that you do feel that way. That was our objective for this session. Thanks for joining me. My name is Dee Dee. And until next time, be well.